My name's Alyssa. I use she, her, AJAP pronouns, and my friends would describe me as chaotic good. I'm a Virgo, I'm an eldest daughter. I'm extremely chaotic in the sense that I'm always doing something, but there's usually an intention behind it. I identify as both queer and bisexual. It really depends on the space that I'm in. I think other identities outside of my queerness are how my queerness intersect with my cultural identity. So I'm Latina, specifically Colombian and Puerto Rican, and something that took me a bit of time to come to terms with in my own queer journey was figuring out how do I step into my queerness and into my cultural identity and have spaces where both of these feel nurtured and seen. Full-time, I do diversity and inclusion work. It's what I've spent most of my professional career doing. I work in tech. So this looks different every week, but it can range from what are our hiring practices to what are the company policies to what are programs that we're building to build equity in the company for underrepresented groups. I'm also the founder of Queer Latinas, which is an in-person and online community for queer Latinos across the United States that became something really big completely on accident, but I think it goes into the power of building community online. And I also create content just around being an eldest daughter and making space for people that have these intersectional identities and want to feel seen and heard too. What community looks like to me is it's really centered in friendship and it's centered in collectivism. If you are questioning your queerness or you're new to it, can you find other people that are in the same stage too? So much growth has happened over the past few years just in making friends during that really vulnerable part of my journey. I think when you're experiencing change, even if you're aware of what that change is, or if you're aware of like how you identify, or you're still figuring it out, when you're in a vulnerable state, it's so important to be around other people that are also navigating that too. What's so important is being curious. I've told hiring managers, I've told peers that ultimately when you see candidates, are they curious and wanting to learn? So what I've done in times between jobs or even at jobs myself is I always want to learn something that excites me. Just because you don't know doesn't mean you can't do it. I really think there's so much I don't know. And I'm doing it kind of blindly, like, I don't, maybe, like, let's try it. But then when you realize so many people don't know what they're doing, we're just doing it with a smile. So don't think if you don't have the right skill, if you don't have the education that's required, it doesn't mean you can't do it. Still try.